The Center for Energy was established in 2008, and it was done so really to harness the research capabilities that we have on campus. We have a number of academics and a number of disciplines that are conducting research in the energy area. As a director for the Center for Energy, I oversee a number of the activities that are going on, and that includes the research activities as well as the teaching activities. What's exciting about it working here is that we see solutions. We see solutions that are starting from the lab bench and going to practice. What makes the Center for Energy unique is the people, and as well as where we are regionally. Those two components make us unique for one thing. But also I think you have to look at the whole energy picture. It's so broad. It starts from production to storage to transmission to use. And so it's not difficult to be unique from just that standpoint. But I think it's, if you look at our skill sets that we have, we really focused on certain areas what we're trying to build upon. Those unique efforts that we have are areas of energy efficiency, materials for harsh conditions, as well as energy diversification, really harnessing the energy that is out there, harnessing it through the sun, harnessing it through the rivers that, of course, Pittsburgh is known for. The Center for Energy is helping the region really on a number of fronts. One is workforce training, as well as then assisting in technical developments, technology. And those two areas together are fairly large. As well, we provide consultation and as in a service to the industry locally. And so through our facilities that we have here and our capabilities, we're allowing a number of companies to come in and really make advances in the energy area. If we look at the research portfolio that's going on, we have a number of researchers such as Professor Carl Johnson and Professor BrianGleeson who are doing simulation-related research. We really have 3 certificate programs that we're developing, one in the area of nuclear, one in the area of power, and another one in the area of mining. We're focused on education, one being a university, but also the types of programs that we're developing are unique from that standpoint. Where we are regionally, of course, we have, for instance, Westinghouse. And so that is serving a lot of the students here, training them to get jobs in the nuclear area. And there's a large job market that's developing in that area. And so again, we're servicing our region that way in terms of training the next workforce. We have a number of projects that involve not just the detailed atomistic research aspect, which we bring in chemistry and physics, but also more on the larger scale that's going on. That's more the engineering aspect. And so it's a systems approach that we're taking to a lot of the research that we're doing. Dr. Harbert's research is very much related to carbon sequestration. And so what we do with the carbon that is emitted, and where do we put it? And so it's looking at the stability of carbon that we maybe put into the deep into the earth. As we look for clean sources of energy, we have to look to wind and solar as our main sources. And both of these offer challenges, though. One challenge being in terms of cost. How do you minimize the cost and keep it competitive with other forms of energy that we do have already? Professor Waldak is conducting research at cost-efficient ways to harness the energy that comes from the sun. Dr. Johnson is doing modeling research and looking at ways in which you can capture hydrogen and store hydrogen. Dr. Gibby is doing computational approaches, looking at combustion processes. From this, we can get benefits in energy efficiency. Partnerships are important. One is to keep our research relevant, and as well, then, it's in part training for the students as well. So many of these projects and partnerships that we have involve student participation. We do have a partnership in one aspect with the National Energy Technology Lab, which is a DOE laboratory. And so from that we do a lot of fossil energy related research. But as well then we have partnerships with a number of companies. We work with Westinghouse, we work with Eaton Corporation, just to name a few. As we look at energy research, it is so broad and so difficult. One aspect though that helps us along the way is the simulation modeling. Experiments tend to be very expensive, and so we can streamline and economize the type of research that we're doing, still making great advances through simulation and modeling. We need basic research because many of the technologies that we are developing still allow for much improvement. Even if you look at the area of energy efficiency, much of the energy that we use is actually lost. In fact, 60%. And part of this is because we don't really understand much of the fundamentals of what is going on. And so basic research allows us to make some of these advances that are necessary. We're really trying to find solutions, and that was a measure of our success. Okay? Do we have solutions that are viable? Are they economic? And are they safe? And are they environmentally friendly? In the end, if we can sit back 5 years from now, 10 years from now and say, we've made a change, and then we're using the technologies developed at the University of Pittsburgh, energy technologies at the University of Pittsburgh, we can say we've been a success.